Give us a call, 888-322-8465. What are your Lenten thoughts? What are you maybe planning on doing? What's perhaps a thing that's been revealed to you over the years when it comes to Lent? Maybe you've gotten really good. This is the thing you do every year. It kind of gives you a spiritual kick in the pants. Or maybe a practice that as a result of doing it during Lent, it became a part of your regular everyday spirituality. It became a part of how God was inviting you to listen to him a little bit more in your life. All right, we have, I want to say, is it Rafael? Did I say it right? In New Jersey. Thanks for calling. What are your Lenten thoughts?
Hi, Katie. Yes, it is Rafael. And thank you for taking my call. Well, this Lent is a special Lent, and I've always, took the opportunity to get rid of things that I needed to do. But this one's a special one. I actually started and passed a discernment period, and I became a deacon candidate. So I'm in my first year in Seton Hall. And I'm just in a situation where I have not picked my spiritual advisor because I don't know how to approach a spiritual advisor. In this case, I had a vision back in 2005. I had one after the first class that I took. And I don't know if I should bring these things up. And so praying is going to be what I'm going to do this Lent season, see if I can get somewhat of a message to or how to approach a spiritual advisor that I won't even know. Should I get one that I should know? And these are the things that I'm going through now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's never a bad thing to find somebody to really help you spiritually walk through your Lenten journey. I mean, spiritual direction is one of the great gifts, I think, that we have available to us as Catholics, is whether that's a religious brother or a religious sister, a priest, or somebody who's been trained in spiritual direction. I definitely think it's something to pursue. It might just be a simple, pick up the phone and call your parish priest and say, hey, I need to sit down and talk with somebody about these thoughts. And hopefully he's willing to listen. I mean, I hope and pray that people have access to their priests like that for sure, but we'll certainly be praying for you in that spiritual journey, and we appreciate you sharing that with us.
Well, thank you, Katie. Thank you.
I actually answered this question for a friend of mine the other day. She texted me out of the blue and said, how do I get a spiritual director? And I said, I think you just have to go find one and ask. And see, it is a challenge, right? Like, people will say, spiritual direction is amazing. And then they'll be like, okay, well, how do I find a spiritual director? And, sometimes Father's really busy, or he's already got quite a few people that he's spiritually directing. But I heard it described to me once like this. Spiritual direction is like walking alongside somebody who notices all the things that you're carrying. And they're able to point out, okay, this seems really heavy, or this thing seems to be weighing on your mind in this particular way. And maybe this is what God is asking of you in this particular way. Somebody who walks alongside of you and helps point out to you the voice of the Holy Spirit in your life and the movements of the Holy Spirit in your life, and helps you try to understand this is what God is saying in these particular moments. So I am a big fan of spiritual direction. I go every 5 or 6 weeks or so is when I make my time for spiritual direction, often depending on Father's availability. There is apparently an online organization that actually helps people find spiritual directors. If you go check out CatholicSpiritualDirection.org, they offer a lot of insights into that. So go check that out, CatholicSpiritualDirection.org.